We've got to have topographic scans, satellite imagery, something.
Mighty Wrath.
Right, welcome back. We found the Isotope 5's location in Hesk's files. The bad news? Getting to it is a problem. The good news? Makeb won't explode for weeks, so why worry?
I've tolerated your lack of discipline, but there are limits. When I enter, you will honor me as your lord and master.
What? I'm trying... Forgive me, my lord. It won't happen again.
The Hutts store their isotope in Stronghold 1. It is Makeb's treasury, built to be impenetrable. One entrance, unbreachable walls, 6 layers of security.
6? Plus a prototype being assembled by the Hutts. Some kind of Isotope 5-powered droid in the early stages. We're going to need time to plan.
I came to this forsaken planet for one purpose, and time and again you say we are not ready. No more warnings. You are not irreplaceable.
I would die for my Empire, Lord.
My lord, strike now and the Hutts will come in force. Your power is supreme, yet it will be impossible to move the isotope off-world. But if the Hutts are distracted, they can do nothing. Show the mercenary message.
Interstellar Regulator Command to the Archon. The civilians are getting restless. Had to stop a riot today. And it'll get worse if the Republic's involved. We're moving the hover tanks into settlements. That'll keep them locked down. And we'll level city blocks if we have to.
Imagine a world in revolt. With their attention on the civilians, the Hutts could not afford to move against us.
Support a revolution and doom countless lives. Also, we can steal an isotope. I approve.
We'd have to free the settlements somehow.
Hover tanks are the vanguard of the mercenary army. Armored and powerful. If you destroy them, the people could rally.
What about propaganda? Couldn't we send a message? Incite them somehow?
Tell them about mercenary atrocities and how the Republic has made a deal with the Hutts. Make them afraid.
It will be done. If you can destroy the hover tanks, I'll keep you up to date on the status of the revolution.
You go to war against the Hutts today. It will be an honor to observe.
The hover tanks have been destroyed, and the mercenaries have been routed.
My lord.
We have observed the enemy's flight. Riots have begun across the planet.
The Hutts just authorized the execution of any civilians not carrying ID. The mercenaries are demanding a raise.
We were counting on that much. Is there something else?
Some of the civilian leadership seems reluctant to take this opportunity to strike. We think they're laying low and regrouping. But if we're going to steal the Isotope 5, we need the civilian leaders organizing a full-on revolt. If I set up a meet, can you push them?
When I run out of patience, people die. Will that be suitable?
Might be. Really up to you. There's a man named Polis Avesta, who's got influence with the rebels. He's holed up at an old plantation. You've already got half the planet riled up. Win over Avesta, and he'll make sure everyone's pointing the right way.
Don't move, Sith! Not one move!
Careful, ground team.
Listen to their voices. They cannot defeat you, but they stand defiant.
You're pathetic. Where is your leader?
I'm Polis Avesta. You didn't have to do that. I received your message. You freed the settlements, and I'm grateful. But why would the Empire get involved at all?
You don't need to know why the Empire is interested in Makeb. We're here, and nothing we do will harm the planet or its citizens.
That's a lot to claim.
We've given you an opportunity to fight back. You need to take it and organize a planet-wide attack.
And what if we say no?
You will rot here and be forgotten.
Right. Well, it's not my decision to make, regardless. Let me talk to the other leaders in the Resistance.
I think that's a good sign. Once Polis is on board, get out and I can tip off the Regulator mercenaries. Let them know Polis's attack is coming. Maximize the blood and fury.
Tipping off the Regulators was not part of the plan.
We don't want the Hutts to win, but we need to draw the fight out as long as possible. I thought you'd like it.
These rebels battle for their people against unthinkable odds. They deserve our admiration.
It's done. Within 12 hours, we'll coordinate raids on the regulator bases and Hutt palaces. But we're still outmatched. Stay and help us plan.
I have other business, but when the fighting starts, I'll be there.
Then we'll see you on the battlefield.
I have what I need. Do I tell the regulators or not?
Let the rebels and the mercenaries fight their own battles from here on out.
As you wish. We'll await you at the gravity hook.
My teams say they're outgunned. Tell the Hutts to get us aerial support or the regulators walk. The Hutts took our planet from us. Now we take it back!
Pakamalamaku, a perge kikama.
My lord, we're getting a few hours before the fighting settles. That's our window to break into Stronghold 1 and steal the Isotope 5.
A proper greeting. Maybe you've learned your lesson.
All I want is to finish the mission.
Stronghold 1.
Right. The vault facility is built into a volcanic mesa, with a single entrance above the magma. It's also got sensors, alarms, enough to catch any thief who gets inside.
Once we're in, it will be too late to stop us. The Hutt's forces are already occupied.
Lockdown is still a problem. Can't have them trapping you inside. But our science consultant has an answer.
Niga manik nagig oya. Makini argam kim mamek wawak. Beraka karam kara. Eninyamak oramag yang megik. Mem amgab kugab kramanik. Umka kiga mayamak.
A few tons of rubble should soften the opposition. Then I move in for the kill.
My squad will follow your initial insertion to cover your escape route. Once inside, expect heavy resistance. Regulator mercenaries and automated security, yes. But also specialists loyal to the Hutt cartel.
There's also the Hutt's prototype Isotope 5 droid. Assuming it's online, which we probably should. Still trying to find its weak points, but we're out of time.
Well, if the droid is able to kill me, we'll know for sure that Isotope 5 is worth the trouble.
We'll keep working on the problem. We estimate the Hutts have mined about 100 kilos of Isotope 5. You'll be able to move it by hand with Sitharat's help. I think that's everything. We're at your service.
Get me the data and the explosives for the groundquake. If anything goes wrong, it's on your head.
My lord, this is Niar to all teams. We are go. Lockdown comms in 3, 2, 1...
The last of the charges are in place. Support team, confirm.
Confirm, my lord. We'll get a major groundquake when those go off. Recommend you find shelter before detonation. The mercenaries' landing pad isn't far. Should be sturdy enough not to collapse.
Should be is not an acceptable degree of risk.
No, of course not. Nodrin?
Lapuram amka. Mamni nikag. Nagnaya mamni kambram.
We're ready for the detonation when you are.
This is the ground team, preparing to detonate charges.
Acknowledged. Status report?
Nani kara mirek agam. Ja uklibik.
There's a general alarm going out, but that's standard for a groundquake of this magnitude.
And the Stronghold won't be getting reinforcements while the Hutts are putting down the revolt. You're clear to go inside.
Your part is over. I want silence while I work.
Understood. Mission-critical transmissions only.
How could you not double the guard?
It was a ground. They happen every week.
You mercenaries have gotten soft, guarding a rich little planet all these years. The regulators weren't worth buying off.
The regulators are not unskilled, but they could never be equal to a Sith.
No? Then it will be me who kills you. I was the Eye of the Archon on Nar Shaddaa, and procured more than one lightsaber for his collection. Send the alarm and attack! We must warn the Hutts. We must!
You will do nothing. Mighty Wrath. With your leave, we will hold position here. No one will pursue you. No one will close off your escape route.
You are barely more than an apprentice, desperate to show teeth. I am the Emperor's wrath. You are worthless here.
I will serve as best as I am able.
My lord, I'll start trying to access the security controls. Maybe we can link them to the gravity hook.
Begin. If we can bring Stronghold 1 under your control, perhaps it will be of use. We shall await your word.
Support to ground team. Sithrat's men got us into Stronghold 1 scanners. Radiation levels spike just ahead of you.
Of course the droid is active. Otherwise, this mission would go according to plan.
We knew it was a strong possibility. 7.8 watt.
Bumogala apayan. Inilama imi amka angam. Kambol chaki nanu. Kinama ami bina wangam karak.
More firepower won't change the situation. The droid must be destroyed, and I will do the task myself.
Naya narankam. Kala ama nani mami. Libik back.
That's enough. The decision is made. Good luck in there.
Support team, I found storage tanks, but they're mostly empty. There's only one sample left.
Lapura mamka. Mamni nikak. Nagnaya mamni. Kambram.
That can't be right. Keep looking.
I know what I see. Doubt me again, and there will be repercussions.
I just meant... I'm sorry.
Nulilak apa jam kamgram. Amka nem nang nemua inuk.
Bumogala apayan. Inilama imi amka angap.
They couldn't have.
The Hutts used it all. They used up the isotope to make a damned army.
Panic now and I'll have you shot.
I'm focused. All right. You've got a sample. Get out of there before the droids come online.
Please stay. I am Sajin, first Archon of the new Hutt Empire, and Shadow Chief of the Conquest World Makeb. I'd been wondering about the Empire's presence here for some time, but of course, you wanted the isotope.
Fancy titles and arrogance won't stop me from cutting you in two.
Nor will cutting me in two win you anything. The only isotope 5 left on Makeb is locked in the planet's core, and when that explodes, there won't be any left at all. Our army of droids is being assembled at facilities across the planet. Your empire has nothing. Rumor is, even your emperor is missing.
Tell me what you know about those rumors. The Sith Emperor.
The Sith Emperor is presumed dead by the Jedi. They're almost ready to go public with the claim. But that's all I know. Now let's see how many droids it takes to eliminate you. More than one, I wager. But not many.
This is Lord Sitharat. There are reinforcements coming. We are under attack. My lord. My team is attempting to aid you from the security center, but we cannot hold long. Awaiting orders.
I want those Isotope 5 units gone. We'll leave the Archon without an army.
He said he had other facilities, but it would be a blow.
Kala jiwa nimok. Bemgam nyama naya aigam.
Notrin, you're going to get them all killed.
We will do our duty.
Bastard. Between you and Sitharat, we might be able to lower the Stronghold's heat shield and flood the vault with lava.
The droids would be buried in molten rock, but I doubt Sitharat's team would survive long enough to see it.
Sitharat will obey. We lower the heat shield and obliterate those things.
Fine. Looks like you'll have to disrupt the vault heat shield overrides. Sitharat's adjustments and the quake damage will do the rest.
Bemka naya nugan. Jinim naya lak umnan mege.
We know our part, but move quickly. The droids shall burn.
Last one. Sitharat, your status.
My men are dead. I am alone against many, but I know my duty. Lowering the heat shield.
Too bad machines can't scream. Don't you agree?
Yes, my lord.
No signal. You should get out before lava floods your section. We'll see you at base.
The Hutts are aware of your presence, and the Isotope 5 is gone.
Yes, my lord. We have a sample, and there's more in the core, but I failed.
Today, 3 planets fell to Republic butchers. I sacrificed those worlds and my legions to buy time for this operation. You are responsible for what happened on Makeb.
This operation was a failure before I arrived. The Hutts started building Isotope 5 droids long ago.
You will deal with the situation at hand. We have a chance to forge a new empire. An empire united in loyalty and passion, not simplistic dedication to an unseen emperor. But fail to procure the Isotope 5 and the empire dies forever. Solve this.
Kam inu nemuk. Naja naya akam memnik miraka.
And we can't mine the isotope ourselves before the planet explodes. Even if the Hutts cooperated, we'd never get enough.
I am not in the mood for excuses. What options do we have?
Nodrin, is there any way to, I don't know, make a batch ourselves?
Memgam gamgi. Nina gegwan. Amnerna hanak.
So we're back at the start. Without Makeb, there is no Isotope 5.
If the planet's destruction is the problem, then the solution is obvious.
I don't think...
You will stabilize the core and prevent Makeb's annihilation. Or would you prefer to admit failure now?
Is that even possible?
Mirike nagala kepe. Kiham kam pemyem alamyan?
Our empire is imperiled. Makeb must be saved, or all is lost. Your life is nothing. Only your obedience matters. Begin.
If I may, my lord, they're making progress. But even if we save Makeb, the timing... If the Hutts realize the planet's not about to blow, they'll never leave willingly. We can't afford a ground war. We still need them to evacuate.
Monitor all Hutt communications. Those who suspect the truth must be eliminated.
Kala jiwa nimok. Ebemgam nyama naya aigam.
Terra's engineering post here. Stabilizing Makeb's core is theoretically possible, but we don't have enough data.
Quest Geo-Survey Station. We need to induce the Isotope 5 inside Makeb to release an energy pulse, allowing us to map all of its deposits.
Mem amgab kugab, kramanik, umka kiga mayamak.
The planet's already unstable. You want me to descend to the core and make it explode?
Nulilak apa jam kamgram, amka nem nang nemua inuk.
If we do this, our best access point is the laser drill shaft, where the Isotope 5 was originally discovered. The shaft runs kilometers under a mining station, and it's been abandoned, so probably treacherous. But less chance of Hutt interference.
I'll permit the operation, but I don't see why I'm part of it.
Lord Sithrat's team is dead. You're the only one left.
Laporam amka, mamni nikag, nagnaya mamni, kambram.
Be careful. The center of a planet isn't built for people.